What's going on, guys? So we're finally doing something today. This car's been broke for 2 months and I'm trying to finally figure out what the fuck I broke. So if you haven't seen it, this is my car. 9th gen 2015 Civic SI Turbo. Oh, something slight, nothing fancy, on the winter wheels at winter height. But yeah, I got some holes in my hood, so yeah. There's a whole bunch of nonsense going on in there. Now, I either broke, what is it? Hoping I just broke an axle. Worst case scenario, I might have broke the bearing for the input shaft or something input shaft related, because it makes a hellacious noise when it moves. But we're gonna pull the axle today, see if that's it. If I get lucky, we'll keep moving. If not, there'll be another video of me pulling trans. But first, I'm gonna eat my chips. And if you didn't know, this is what big wings are for. Don't let anybody lie to you. Yep, I ate nachos off my Mugen wing. Alright, so first thing first, we gotta jack up the car, get this wheel off. Alrighty, now that we got that off, don't judge me for my like super rusty rotors. This car's been sitting for 2 months now. So what we want to do is we're going to unhook this end link. We're going to take off tie rod end and the 3 bolts underneath. I don't know if you can see them, but right there. Yeah, these 3 bolts, take those off, help them come off, and we got to break loose that axle nut. So let me go ahead and do that. Okay, just about ready to pop the axle out. Here's a little pro tip for this. Sway bar end link, what you want to use to make your life easier is one of these, what the hell do they call these things? Pass-through ratchet and socket. So you can put it on there like that. See how you can still have access to the Allen? Then you put the Allen in there, hold it in, boom, ratchet it off. And to pop the axle out, we're just gonna take pry bar over there, wedge it between the face of the axle and the trans, and it should just pop right out. So let me go ahead and do that. Yeah. Oops. Stop it. Alrighty, and the axle's out. So pretty much it's a straightforward process. It'll be the same thing for the other side, but I will add one tidbit to this. Give me a second. So, let's see if we can even see it. And we really can't. Where the half shaft bolts in, there's going to be 3 bolts. Now, when you take them off, just looking with your eyes, they're all the same length, but just remember that the top bolt is longer. So 2 bottom bolts are the same on the half shaft where it bolts to the block, and then the top one's longer. Don't make the mistake I did and wonder why your half shaft is leaking, because it doesn't sit straight all the way in there and it'll start to leak from that seal. I really wish I could see that better, but when you're underneath and you're taking it off, you'll know what I'm talking about. Oh, look at that. So, got a oil leak. Hey, awesome. So, forgot to add this little tidbit in here. You're to get to those half shaft bolts right over here. You're gonna have to remove the rear mount and the bracket. Okay, just a quick recap. So when I mentioned the bolts, this is the way it lays out. You've got top with a shoulder, left with a shoulder, then right is the odd man out. So I got it kind of mixed up. I said the top one was the different one, but it's the one to the right. So just to recap, this, if you're looking at the back, if this was still bolted to the motor, this one here will have a shoulder. This one's gonna have a shoulder, and then this one will be one without the shoulder. So just remember the one on the outside, the one by itself pretty much, because you got these two together, boom, boom, and then this is the odd man out, and that's the one without the shoulder. And then that's the passenger side axle out. As far as separating it, I mean, just to recap, all you got to do, tie rod, sway bar end link here, then tie rod end, and it's just bolts underneath for this part. And you don't need like a pickle fork or anything. You can pretty much just separate that with a pry bar, lift it up and move it out the way. This, people use pickle forks and all those other fancy shits, but I don't have that. I just take this and give it a couple smacks right about there, and it falls right out. Easy peasy. Well, hopefully you got some insight on how to take an axle out of a 2015 Civic. If this was helpful to you, give it a like, comment, subscribe if you want, and I'll just keep making these random videos. Peace. Peace. That's weird. Wait, oh, I did it. I did it again. It's supposed to be like this. It's supposed to be 2 fingers, not 1, because that's weird. 1, 2, there you go. Out.